new favourite look. I'll be doing this a lot. Here's how. Start with just some concealer around the eyes, nose and mouth. Blend it in and then use what's left of the brush to apply a tiny bit of coverage in areas where creasing will happen, like the eyelids and the sides of the nose, etc. Do a bit of bronzing or contouring. I'm doing a bit on the eyelids so that it feels cohesive, and then a reddish blush on the cheeks because it's gorgeous. I'm going to caption everything down below, by the way. Others always ask me anything. That same colour went on the lips and Endless Cacao for a bit of shadow. And this also works to enhance my beauty marks. This is my favourite mascara, it's Tower 28 Make Waves. It's amazing. After your mascara is done, I like to apply a tiny bit of eyeliner in the direction of the lash so that they kind of flow in the same direction. Do you see? Powdering just to kill a bit of the shine in the T-zone so that the shine in the high points has more pop. And actually powdering my lip, I did this the other day and I loved the way that it looked, and it lasted all day. Popping in a few freckles and then let me know if you have any questions below. Bronzed Goddess using Laguna bronzing powder from NARS. Now comes in 9 shades. The one on my right is the original, and the one that I'm using is 00, the lightest. Using it with a kabuki brush just to add some definition without much contrast. Now I'm taking the shade 01 and the 24 brush and applying more definition with a pinpoint application technique. I love this colour, so I'm actually going to apply some more with that big kabuki brush for further warmth. It gives a natural sun-kissed finish and it lasts all day. Laguna as you know it, more shades. Get ready with me and watch me create this natural bronze makeup look using the new Laguna collection from NARS. This is the quad eyeshadow in shade Laguna, and I'm using the deepest shade to define the eye and the lightest shade to brighten. Finishing the eye with the Climax mascara. Perfect for every day. Next up, this is Afterglow Lip Balm in the new shade Laguna. It's a perfect warm sheer nude. The one I'm already holding is the original Laguna, and the one that I'm now applying is 00. Now from the 9 shades. Laguna as you know it, but better. Adding a touch of bronze, and I'm done. Ready for my day.
We are having a blush summer for sure. I've warmed up a circle of blush on the palm of my hand. Yes, my hands are clean. And now I'm going to take a brush and just stipple the brush into that palm. Your palm is also a palette. Picking up some of the blush, and I'm going to go right in the center of my cheek and just deposit some of that color until it's perfectly blended. The reason why I'm going in the center is because it is the most useful place for your blush, or a little bit lower, just down here. Either one works fine. Same on the other side. And don't be afraid to do a little across the bridge of the nose. This gives you a flush like you've been outside, running around, doing activities. This is not a glamorous Saturday night out blush placement. Or it is, because who makes the rules? You do, because it's your face. Also, most cream blush products can be used on the lips as well. Pop any questions below.
Good morning. Keep watching to get this look. First, putting a little NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the areas where I want coverage, and then Rose Inc Bronzer in Seychelles, my favourite. Blending it in with the number 4 brush. Next up, we're doing a little bit of lipstick. This is Graceful from Rose Inc, lining my lips with Nabla Lip Shaper 2.5. Perfection. Danessa Myricks Blush in Golden Hour, popping a little on the lip too. This is really cool. This is Guide Beauty's Guide Liner, product designed for people with limited use of their hands. It's amazing. Tower 28 Make Waves. And then this is Halo from Bodyography, one of my favourite glitter pigments. Powdering with Matte Velvet Foundation Powder in 1N00, and then pinpoint powdering for a little bit of highlight in certain areas of the face, blending it in with a big brush. Now for lashes. These are my Kasha XKJH collab. I'm using a mixture of both shapes and sizes for a more dramatic look on the eye, and finishing up with some of my highlighter that is coming this fall. Pop any questions below and try this.